Hello again, Demetra Newsom from Casey's Corner. So glad to be back with you all for part 3 of our Strengths Finder video series. We've been talking about really looking at our children's gifts as God gifts and how we can identify and appreciate those gifts rather than seeing deficits or defining deficits. Also showing them how we see God in them and really keying in on those moments where we see those their God gifts in action. And what we're going to look at just briefly today is just helping our children harness their God gift by pointing to its intended purpose. So for a moment, I just want you to picture and imagine in your mind the Incredible Hulk. So, the big green guy from Marvel characters. So, Hulk at key moments, will Hulk up and Hulk smash and destroy lots of things and destroys the enemy or the villain. But sometimes along the way, Hulk also smashes things he shouldn't smash and maybe destroy some homes and buildings that he didn't really want to destroy along the way. And, just thinking in that same regard, our children sometimes may not use their God gift in the most productive manner. And, if we're honest, that's true of all of us. And if we think to go into the Bible, we can also think about Paul, for example. Paul was bold, he was unapologetic, he was relentless, in persecuting Christians until he had an encounter with Jesus and his eyes were opened. And following that encounter, he was still bold, he was still unapologetic, he was still relentless, but now with spreading the good news of Jesus Christ to both Jews and Gentiles. So at some point, Paul had to be reminded that he was God's chosen instrument. And sometimes our children need this reminder, especially when they do a Hulk smash, And so reminding them that they are God's chosen instrument also shows them that they have purpose and that what God placed on the inside of them is by design and for a purpose. One thing I think about is, when we were younger, I'm sure I wasn't the only one who did this in elementary school, but sometimes we had our pencils, for school, and we used them for pencil fighting. And we broke a lot of pencils, hurt a lot of fingers, but that wasn't the intended purpose of the pencil. And so, the teacher would have to remind us, hey, the pencil is not intended for pencil fighting, it's intended for writing, and you should use it in that manner. And so we're kind of acting in that same way as parents, reminding our children, hey, this is you have this God gift. Right now, you might not be using it for its intended purpose. And so we might start a conversation with our children, maybe asking a question like, how can you use your God gift for God? Right? And helping them with that understanding that what's been placed on the inside of them is by design, it's for a purpose because they are God's chosen instrument, right? So, whatever that God gift is, how can they use it for God? And really asking them that question to help them even identify what the true purpose in that for that God gift on the inside of them, so they can truly use it accordingly. So once again, family, I thank you, just for joining me for this 3-part series on Strengths Finder and just how we can really support our children in harnessing those gifts by pointing to their intended purpose, by really showing our children, hey, I see God in you. I see God in you when you do this. And also really identifying and appreciating those gifts, helping them to see these characteristics, these behaviors as the gifts that they are, that God placed placed on the inside of them, and so they don't think, hey, there's something wrong with me, but they truly see it as the gift that God has given them. If you haven't already, check out parts 1 and 2. Please like and subscribe and share. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Casey's_corner and on Facebook at The Casey's Corner. We'll see you real soon, family, right here in Casey's Corner.